Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Deontay Wilder said, if you come into my jungle, I'll eat you. Pause. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit that bell icon. Shout out to the super chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We are working. Now, shout out to ESPN.com. Link in the description. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder did an interview with them, and he has some quotables I want to read, give my thoughts. He says, if you do have the wrong reasons coming into this jungle, especially my jungle, I'm going to eat you. I'm going to tear you up alive and leave nothing left but the remains of you, and nobody can even recognize who you are. So Wilder basically did his best Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle, my serpentine. I want to see you bleed. He says if you come in the jungle, you getting ate up. You know what I mean? You're just going to be some skeletal remains. Now, they talked about what's next with future challengers, future opponents. Wilder says, we have a lot of fighters. We have a lot of guys coming back. You got Luis King Kong Ortiz and Alexander Povetkin. I would love to get the opportunity back with some of them guys. The fights that people really wanted to see, and due to their lack of responsibility as far as being wise for the drugs they choose to put in their bodies, that the fight didn't happen. Hey, they back, why not? I would love to get back in the ring and mix it up with those guys. I can't wait for 2018. Heavyweight division is too exciting. We want to go get in the ring and prove ourselves as men, as warriors, as the best. And I am one of the ones saying I am the best. And I can't wait to prove to the world what I am saying. I am who I am. I am who I say I am. Right? They also talked about, do you ever worry about, your opponent's power? He says, of course I think about it, but I don't necessarily think about it for me because I'm not the one taking the punishment. It is always my opponents who have taken the brutal knockouts. I haven't taken punishment like that. Of course I think about it for them, and I also think about it for me. I think about it for me for the simple fact I make sure that I don't be the one on the other end of that punch. But I am more so thinking about it for them because I know they have a family and they probably have children they do the same for, just not as eager or not as strong as I am, right? So he says it is a jungle, and in the jungle we all know the only strong survive in the jungle. If you are not strong, you better start to hide, and you better find a great hiding spot, because sometimes where you at, you get found, and that's it. Wow. So that's from Deontay Wilder. Again, if you want to read it verbatim, check out the ESPN article in the description. I've said this for a while. Met Deontay Wilder numerous times. Very cool dude. Very down to earth. Especially since he has that killer mentality in the ring. You don't necessarily know how people will be. If he's like cocky or if he's this way arrogant. He's a real country down to earth dude. Point blank period. But I don't see why people wouldn't like him. There's a lot of people that in the comment section, at least, they act like they don't like him, like he's doing something wrong. Oh, bum squad, he hasn't fought no one. Why does he think he could get 50-50 with Josh? It's like a lot of animosity and anger. But to me, he's saying everything as a fight fan that I want to hear. So, for example, he's calling out Anthony Joshua rabidly. He sounds hungry. He sounds like he wants it. He's saying charismatic statements. Come into my jungle, I'll eat you. You'll be remains. You know what I'm saying? So to me, and he's showing that in his fights because he's knocked out everyone he's faced except for Bermane Stiverne in the first fight, but he more than made up for it, knocking him out in the first round of the rematch and knocking him down 3 times. So that was enough damage to count for both fights. 3 knockdowns and a brutal knockout. Where a guy who's 260 plus pounds was folded up like in a yoga position. That Dalcine yoga flame. That's not natural how Stiverne landed. So I like Wilder's heart. I like where he's at. win, lose, or draw, if he fights like the Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker and stuff, I like what he's doing. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna put it out there. I like what he's doing. He seems adamant, and he seems like he wants to prove. I mean, even stuff like Luis King Kong Ortiz and Alexander Povetkin, they failed drug tests for one reason or another. Povetkin failed 2 drug tests, and so has Ortiz, but it was in different years. Povetkin failed 2 drug tests in the same year. But either way, they failed 2 VADA tests, and Wilder still, now that they're back in the rankings, they got their situation, or they handled their suspension, got placed back in the rankings, or for Povetkin, I think he will be in the rankings in January. Wilder saying, I'll take him on. I was already supposed to fight him. I mean, that's the mentality of a man who really believes in himself. Because some people even were going as far as saying, even though they failed their drug tests, Ortiz and Povetkin, for whatever reason, whether it's blood pressure medicine, whether it's diabetes medicine, anything, they did something that they did not declare or wasn't supposed to be in their system, and it got found out, and the fights got canceled. And people still try to spin it and blame Deontay Wilder and say, yo, this is your fault. You're scared. You're ducking him. I've even seen conspiracy theories where people were acting like Deontay Wilder phoned VADA or some shit and got Luis Ortiz busted with the WBC so the fight get canceled. Just crazy shit. Why would he do that? Why would he sign up to fight him if he has to do all that to get out of the fight? You know what I mean? Just stupid shit. And here it is. Now that they're back in the rankings, Wilder's not the WBC. He's not the commission. He can't control them being back in the rankings. So he said, you know what? Fuck it. The fans wanted to see it the first time. I'll fight them. You know what I mean? I want 50-50 with Joshua. And even if Joshua fights Joseph Parker for that 3rd belt, if Wilder were to fight or beat Alexander Povetkin or Luis King Kong Ortiz, that's going to help his stock, and it's going to help his argument for a good percentage split, 50-50, 60-40, or whatever. And I'm not even trying to get into that because I know a lot of, he doesn't deserve 50-50. You're not the one stepping in. If Joshua's this massive star and he feels he's worth 50-50, then let them negotiate that, and whatever they both agree to and whatever's discussed, then that's on them. But it's funny that fans are so quick to put a price tag on another man's life, you know what I mean? Because they are risking their lives, both Joshua and Wilder. I mean, guys with that much power, you're risking your health and your well-being, your future, stuff like that. So it's not wrong to want to get compensated. Shit, me doing what I'm doing with covering boxing, I wouldn't do this for free. I love boxing, but I wouldn't do it for free. At this, I mean, look how many videos I put out. Look how many places I travel. I mean, fight weeks are strenuous. People don't understand that. I mean, I'm in a hotel. I gotta eat out every day. I gotta pay for hotel and lodging, and it's a lot. You know what I mean? So obviously, as just a boxing fan, I would watch some of these fights on TV, but I'm doing that for the fans. And Wilder's kind of doing it for the fans. So I don't understand at this point why there's so much like envy or animosity or whatever towards Wilder. I think he's doing the right things, calling out champions. He's called out Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua. He said he's not going to chase Joshua. He says Joshua looks like he's going to fight Joseph Parker. So he said, I'm open to fight the guys that people wanted to see me fight that are back in the rankings. Luis Ortiz, Alexander Povetkin. And I think that's a great job. I mean, I hope those fights happen next if Joshua fights Joseph Parker. Because me personally, I prefer either Luis Ortiz or Alexander Povetkin over Lucas Brown or Dominic Brazil or even the Dillian White. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn keeps dangling this Dillian White card. I'd rather see Wilder versus Alexander Povetkin or Luis King Kong Ortiz over Dillian White. And if you can't get one of those two guys, then maybe a Dillian White. Just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I like Wilder's attitude. He said, come into my jungle. Welcome to the jungle. It's all fun and games. He said it's make you feel like an animal. Let me know what's next. Who do you want to see Wilder fight? Do you rather see him fight Luis King Kong Ortiz or Alexander Povetkin? Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.